is the focus points of your talk here? What would you like the audience, the key points that you like to have?
Okay, my talk was on keep things simple and it works. So that would the reason I came up with this topic is I see an increasing tendency to make simple things very complex. Agreed, for certain things you need complex solutions, but a lot can be achieved just by doing things simple. And with the amount of computing power at our disposal, with the amount of data at hand, there is a quick tendency to gravitate towards very complex solutions when simple solutions can do much better job than that.
What challenges companies can have in their data science strategy, and what maybe your advice could be to those organizations?
So I see two kinds of trends emerging, right? So one is being data driven, and the other is being ML driven, right? Machine learning driven. The difference is I see a lot of companies adopting the data driven thing, which means today your code decisions are backed by data. So you go to a meeting room and you are not prepared if it is just based on intuition. There's a general tendency for other stakeholders to kind of look down on you, right? But that is being just data driven, right? Backing my decisions based on data that I have, or I have taken a decision and I'm just backing that up with data. From here, it is different to say being machine learning driven. For being machine learning driven, what you're trying to do is you're trying to kind of decide itself, and not having any hypothesis. Let machines make the hypothesis and let machines come out with a final solution. Now that is a trend that I think will take some more time to become mainstream, right? Though we have been talking about in academia, we have been talking about in a lot of forums and all that, but the full-fledged force of solutions being freely machine learning driven with where machine makes the hypothesis and machine make the decision. I think that's where we should go towards, and that's where we should prepare ourselves for.
Yeah. So with so much data being generated, in sectors like BFSI, what could be the opportunity? How can organizations leverage that data to create value?
Yeah. So BFSI is a age-old thing, right? So
Yeah.
I think 1860s or 70s is when the first credit bureaus in the US came in. So it's a really long history of looking at data, and hence this industry has been really doing a lot of contribution, be it in the area of analytics or machine learning. And I'm only talking about not even fintech. I'm talking only about core BFSI companies,
Yeah.
which have been juicing data to the maximum extent. But even in traditional companies, the big change that I see that is happening is their adoption to the second part of my initial problem, which is the machine learning driven, right? So where you let the machine kind of decide and make freehand risk decisions or freehand marketing decisions or personalization decisions being purely led by machine. Maybe that is the next thing that will happen in BFSI.
And what advice would you have, for professionals starting out in data science?
Yeah, so keep your eyes and ears open, eyes for the data and ears for the business problem at hand. Of course, machine learning is a core part of your job and everything, but it's very, very important that what you're going to learn from industry is the business problem, is the application area, is how different forms of data is there. So it's very, very important. It's business and data first. Algorithms come next.
Yeah. So what is the roadmap for the next year 2020 in terms of innovation in data science?
We have been seeing at least the last 3-4 years in terms of heavy adoption in computer science, in image processing. Maybe 6-7 years heavily into NLP, right? NLP has been there for a long time, right? It's been there, so 70-80 years it has been there. But the large scale adoption of NLP and computer vision we have seen in maybe at the maximum 7 to 10 years is where we have seen this. Now that is taken its own path, and it's great, but I think there can be a lot achieved with your traditional human led decisions like marketing or fraud or risk, etc., I think data science will start playing a key role in making huge business impacts in those areas.
Yeah. And how has been your experience at Cypher? And what do you think? About the importance of such events in fostering these technologies.
Sure, I've been there. I think all the 3 days. In last 2 days in the evenings, I had come, and today I've come for my session here. So it's really great, and to see so many people in under one roof, so many data scientists, senior leaders in data science, and CEOs of data science companies under one roof. It's a great thing, and it's great to know different perspectives, to meet different people, and get to know about them. It's a great forum for that.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it.
Thanks.